Okay, hi everybody. Today we're going to be making a pizza that we make quite often. It's a lower carb version of a pizza, and it has almond flour with flaxseed as a base. So let's just get started. So we get 1 onion. Oh, that's tough to cut. I always cut the onion like that down the middle. This one's, so we don't need a lot of onion. Just put that in the bin.
Yeah, just 1 onion.
We probably won't use a whole onion anyway. I'll just rinse it off and just rinse the knife. Okay, and so I just normally just chop my onions like this. It's quite a tough onion, this one. Yeah, just like that. Okay, so we dice the onions. Getting down. There you go. And they always make me cry. It's terrible, but it's part of cooking. So, yep, cut the onions. And dice them really small. I don't really mind if they're a little bit raw on a pizza anyway, because I like them. Probably way too much onion. But we can always use the leftover onion in an omelette the next day. A nice healthy omelette. Oh. Yeah, onions are terrible for this. Yeah. Okay. That's good enough. Now I'm just going to... So, we put the onions... just on it. I just use a plate because I don't have any little individual bowls, and it's just a waste of time when you're hungry. So I just put it there like that, and that's it. Rinse down the board because I'm still crying. Next up we have the garlic, which I just open up like that. Probably do 3 to 4 cloves just because we love garlic in this house. And oh my god, is every vegetable really tough? So that's 3. Probably just do 3 actually because they're big cloves. So what I do with garlic is I just chop the ends off like that. Why are all the vegetables so woody? Peel them like this. Like that. Oh, there's actually 4 there. Quite hard to peel these. Okay, any bad bits like that, you just cut them out. Okay, so that's that one. And that's them. And I'll just chuck these in the bin. So then I just go like this with the garlic. Slice it like that. Slice it like this. Oops. Oh, that's hard. Like this. And then I'll just get it in little tiny pieces like that way again. And that way again. These mats are very slippery to cut on. So just get it like reasonably fine. We don't really mind rough cut garlic because we love garlic. We can eat it raw, cooked. We eat it with everything, basically. Yep, just keep going, finally chop it. Probably not the professional way of doing it, but I'm not a professional chef. So you get what you get in this house when you're cooking. So just roughly. And that might look like a lot of garlic to some people, but for us, this is heaven. It's a bit time consuming too. I'd probably be better using a garlic mincer, but I like it like this. And this one. Then we just, we already rinsed the garlic before we cut it. So we just put it here next to that, but I always keep them separate so I can control the amount that I put on the pizza. Then we'll rinse this off. And guys, we can put the recipe below for anybody that even wants to try it. You might be interested in trying it.
That's a capsicum.
Yeah, and you know, I just use one capsicum because we probably won't use a whole capsicum at all. So I just cut the middle bits out, chuck them away. Just get rid of all this membrane. Chuck the top. Then I just rinse the seeds out. Okay, so I've just chopped the capsicum into thin slices, and then I just dice them even thinner still. And I know, okay guys, it might be a lot more. The worst thing about making your own pizza is really the preparation. It's easy just to go and order a pizza, you know, for $5, $6, $8, whatever it costs wherever you live. And there's no effort put in. But it just tastes so much better and so much fresher when you make your own pizzas and you know what has gone in your pizzas. Like today, I know that the base that I do doesn't contain any sugar. I know that it doesn't contain any wheat. So, you know, it all depends what you like. And you can buy pizza bases already done, but I don't know, it's not the same. So nearly done with this. And really you don't need a lot of vegetables on your pizza. Like for instance today, we've used 1 capsicum, 1 onion, 3 to 4 cloves of garlic, and I'll probably only be using 2 mushrooms and some olives and some meat. So I guess, you know, and cheese. Just about done. Ooh, what happened there? Luna, what's wrong?
Nothing.
Sweetheart.
Where's my Luna? Hi, Luna.
Luna.
Luna, you like my pizza for your mum? Come on, girl.
Luna,
Let's go.
With the cookie?
You can make a pizza too.
Alright, so we'll just keep going
Yeah.
here, guys. Good girl, Luna. Sweetheart.
Show us my pizza.
Okay, so the capsicum was pre-washed. Everything was pre-washed. So we just put the lovely fresh red capsicum there. It just smells so nice. Okay, I'm going to rinse it. What's wrong? Why are you so jumpy, sweetie? Okay, so that's the veggies we've got so far. I'm just going to be... These are pre-washed as well and dried because they're drained, so just get rid of that.
Yeah, mushrooms.
So we got... I only use 2 mushrooms. Any mushrooms, whatever's available. I always cut this part off because, I don't know, don't like the look of it. Some people like to peel their mushrooms. I like to just wash them and then dry them. And, you know, they're fresh anyway, so we do the mushrooms. Oops. Yeah, okay. Just roughly chop these. I like to chop them as fine as possible because we like our mushrooms really well done, just to make sure that they get cooked when you put them in. I don't like raw mushrooms. Something about raw mushrooms doesn't seem right. Yep, and these are nice and fresh and firm mushrooms. I think we got these ones from Coles. Not sure.
Yes, we did.
Okay. Oops. Yeah, just make sure that they're all really fine. Okay, so that's the mushrooms. I'll probably put them on a separate plate. So I'll just move this plate aside and pop them onto this one, because I usually like to put them with the olives. So just put it on there. So this chopping board, I like to keep my chopping boards separate. So this one's green for vegetables. Okay, so that's that. Okay guys, so we've already got sliced black olives today. You can use green, you can use black, whatever you like. And with the toppings, you can put whatever you want anyway. This is just what we like to do. So, sorry, these are already sliced, which is easier. It's just tricky getting them out. Oop, that's not good. Okay, so that's 1 tablespoon. And 2 tablespoons should be plenty probably. But like I said, you can use them in, sorry about the mess guys, you can use them in omelettes the next day if you don't use them. I'll just get rid of these in the bin, ones that fell. So yeah, so 2 tablespoons of olives. All the chopping, except now we're going to chop the meat. Okay guys, so today we've decided we want some grass-fed roast beef, thinly sliced, and a little bit of mild Hungarian salami. So that's what we'll be using on the top today. Okay, so we just open this one. So I reckon probably, it's very thinly sliced guys. So this is our meat chopping board. 3, I reckon that, do you reckon that's enough, or 4? 4 slices I reckon is enough guys, so put that away.
That's roasted beef.
Okay, so what I do with this to make it easier to chop is I just roll it like this. And then I just slice it like that. And just make sure there's no long stringy bits. It does feel a bit tough, this one. Okay, so yeah, we'll just cut all of this and then we'll put it on a separate plate. I mean, it is tricky when you've got thin sliced meats to cut them exactly the way you want.
But that tastes really nice.
These ones, there's a pastrami beef that's actually better.
Because you had this one before.
But we couldn't find it today, so we're trying this one. I think we have had it once before. But, yeah, I can't remember. Okay. Just roll this up. Cut, cut, cut. And now we have it. It doesn't look that appetizing at the minute, but hopefully it will taste appetizing. Okay, so that's that. Now we're going to put this on a separate one. This is probably way too much meat, guys, but you know, the omelette, it can go on that. So that's that. Then I'm rinsing the chopping board. Okay, now we have the salami. So just open up this. Oh my god. Ah! I get it. Okay, I might just cut this one. Could not open it up. So there we go. I mean, it's not a very dark colour. I'll take about a handful, maybe a bit more, and put the rest away. And same thing, grab a handful, roll it up, chop it. Yep, you can always separate it after. So roll it up and cut. I mean, most people keep it in one piece. I do with the smaller ones, the smaller salamis, but these are quite big and they're hard to put on the pizza. I'll just do that last bit. Alright, and I'll probably just cut them sideways so they don't get too chewy. Yeah, they're like really, deli meats are really hard to slice and get them right because they are, you know, sticky, and that's it. That's that. Okay, so I just put the salami onto the other side of the plate so we can control how much we want of each of the meats. And there we go. Okay, so what we need for the base is 1 to 1.5 cups. Measure it in this cup, almond meal. So I just put it there. So that's, oops, sorry, 1 cup and a half. Okay, so another half. Approximately, I just guesstimate it's about half. It's probably a bit more than half, so I'll put a bit back. Okay, so. Okay, the next thing that you will need is some brown flax seeds. So we just get that, we open it up, and I put about 1 tablespoon. I put it in here, and maybe a little quarter of a tablespoon, 1 to 1 1/4, or a little bit less. So I just have a coffee grinder, everybody, just a normal, what you grind your coffee beans in, and you just tip the flax seeds in there. Make sure you clean the coffee out, of course, because it would taste awful. Oh, I don't need that anymore. Then I just put the top on. Yep. So just put the top on, turn it on, and grind it. You've got this really finely ground, then you just take it out. So tip it upside down, tap it vigorously, and that's what it looks like, finely ground. Okay, we'll want to just put that in there as well. Okay, and that'll have to be clean so we can have coffee after. Okay, so you put about 1 to 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder or baking soda, whatever you'd like. That goes in the mix as well. So I'll just sprinkle that in there like that. All right, that's plenty. Next item is some olive oil. So just open that. I usually have so about 1 teaspoon, just to give it a little bit of moisture, because otherwise it's quite dry, like with all the ingredients that you use. So that's that. This is 1 egg, because you've got the flax seeds in there, which helps hold it together. So 1 egg. with the yolk and the whites. Then we mix it all together. And this is where it gets messy, guys, because you have to use your hands. You have to add a bit of moisture, use your hands. I like to keep some almond flour to the side so that you can make it into a dough formula, because it's not like your traditional dough. It's not going to stick the same way. It's going to get all over your hands. So just make sure you've got paper towels and extra almond flour around you when you're doing it. So, yeah, this is going to be messy, but that's how it is. So you just do that. You get your hands in there and just move it around, mix it all together like you would with any other dough. So, yeah. Okay. And, I mean, it doesn't look big, and it's not, because it's going to be a fairly thin crust. But it does actually rise a little bit with the baking soda, so it doesn't look like a lot. But it's enough for 2 people, and that's what we have it for. So now that it comes to, it's like a dough consistency. You see, like you can mould it into like a ball. So see, like this consistency. And it's quite firm. It's quite filling, we should say. So yep, like that, moulding it. Then of course you're going to have to leave it there for a little bit and prepare for when you're rolling it out. So you're going to need some baking paper, guys.
And now for Luna. Luna, you came home now. How are you, girl? That makes you hungry, doesn't it? Look at Luna eating. Oh.
So hungry.
So is Luna. She's eating and eating.
So we've got the non-stick pizza oven tray that we use here, because we've got a pizza oven, just a little one. So put that there. Now, what you're going to need to do to roll out your dough is you're going to need some baking paper. So you take your baking paper, you just guess roughly, tear it. And then I usually put that there so it doesn't move too much. You get your dough ball, which has been sitting there. It's turning like cement-like consistency. So you can use less flaxseed if you want. Now what I do initially is try to just push it down a little bit with my hand. Just to get that kind of a round shape. So just do like kitten paw prints in it. As much as you can. And you want it really thin. So you just keep doing your kitten paw prints on it until you're spreading it out, thinning it out a bit, and making sure it's in a rounder consistency, like a rounder shape, instead of like, instead of like a square or a mangled shape. And what I do is, if I want to roll it out flatter, put a bit more baking paper just for the top so that it doesn't stick. Put it on top like that and just flatten it a bit. Try to flatten it a bit more with the rolling pin. So you don't want to do it, too hard without seeing what shape you're getting. But yeah, so you just push down, roll it out, and that will spread it a lot more easier. Just rolling and rolling, and then just check how big it's got. So that's getting there. So now you want to shape it a little bit rounder. So you bring the sides in, flatten out the bits that are too big here. I mean, it doesn't look as good as a normal pizza base. It's not as easy to work with, but you get there. So we've got a rough shape, very rough shape, doesn't matter. And what we're going to do is get your non-stick pizza oven tray, slide it on. Doesn't look pretty, guys, but okay. Now what you do is cut around as closely as possible to the edges. like I said, we're not in any beauty contests here with our cooking. We're just roughly making it. As long as it tastes good, that's all I care about, and it's healthy. A weird shaped pizza for today. But there you go. Now, we're going to have some tomato paste. You can use bolognese sauce if you like, or this is just plain tomato paste. So that's about a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half. Oh God. And just a tablespoon, that's all I use. Put it in the middle. You don't want too much tomato paste because it will just make it all soggy in the middle. And you spread it around just as evenly as possible. Just want it just a hint near the edges because it'll just stick to everything. Okay. Bit of a weird shaped pizza going on here. Alright, like that, just spread it out. That's it. Okay, so for the base I like to put some paprika, some oregano, some garlic powder, some onion powder, but we're out, but it doesn't matter because we've got onion on the pizza today, and some basil. So you just want it however you like, however much you like. So just sprinkle paprika all over it, like that. And oregano. Just love the taste of oregano on pizza. And garlic powder. Whoops. Basil. Basil's very sweet, so you don't want to put too much of basil on it. It's a very, very sweet taste, and if you're not into it, it can be a bit overpowering. And of course, the onion powder, but that's okay. So we've done that. It's all ready to go, looking kind of weird shaped, but good. So we put it into the
Pizza oven.
Pizza oven that we've got here. Just make sure it's level. Looks more like a triangle than a circle, but there you go. Just pull the lid down. It's turned on at the wall. With this one, I put it on, I'm not sure what the temperature is, but I put it on 2.5. And I put it in there for about 5 to 10 minutes until the base is partially cooked. Not thoroughly cooked, but partially cooked, before we move on to the toppings. Just checking on how it's going. See if it's, whoops, a lot of steam, not quite ready yet, but coming along. Okay guys, so just checking. Yep, the steam's rising, it's going brown on the edges. It's time to put the toppings on. So that was about 7 minutes. Okay, first thing that I put on is the cheese. I usually get in Woolworths a vegan cheese, and it just makes the pizza taste unbelievable. But they didn't have the vegan cheese today, so you just use this bigger, tasty cheese. I usually put a fair bit on the pizza, so quite a bit because I like my cheese. Doesn't matter if it gets a bit messy around the edges and all, when you're putting the toppings on. Just love a lot of cheese. mean a lot of cheese.
Yeah, a lot of cheese. We don't like cheese.
Okay, so that's that. Then I like to put the onions, garlic and capsicum. So we put a lot of onions, like I said earlier, just all over the pizza. Every bit of it, chunky and lots of onion. Just lovely. If you could smell this pizza, guys, you would be just
Hungry.
drooling.
Because I'm hungry already.
Okay, so that's probably enough onion.
Bit too much.
Like I said.
Yeah, we love onions.
Like onion. Now the garlic.
Oh, I can smell the garlic.
Just a lot of it. We're going to have a good omelette tomorrow from all of this. Leftovers.
What's left of it?
So lots of garlic as well. Okay. And then the capsicum.
Red capsicums, yes.
So just do
They bring a
that.
bit of colour to it, don't they?
Because I like to put things that I want well done on the very top of the pizza. So with things like garlic and onion and capsicum, it doesn't really matter. Because they're kind of vegetables that you can eat raw and they won't hurt you. But yeah, so plenty of capsicum. Okay, that's probably enough. We can eat that tomorrow. Then the next step is the mushrooms and the olives. So put all that on.
Sliced mushrooms, really thinly sliced.
In the middle, around the edges. I mean, it does look like we use a lot of toppings because we do. We use extreme amounts of toppings, so you don't have to add this much if you don't want. Some black olives.
What is sliced in a jar?
These ones are delicious, by the way. Okay, so the black olives. And it just smells lovely. Okay, that's probably enough. We're getting carried away.
And now put the meat on.
Okay, so now the meat. I like salami a lot. So I'll just sprinkle the salami just all over the pizza. It's not as small sliced as I would like it, but just sort of try to separate it and sprinkle it around so that the meat's on the top and it's the first thing to get cooked. So you know it's well done. Just plonk it on. And that's quite a bit of meat.
And now we can put the beef
So now
on.
some beef. Yeah, just around the edges. And it is heaped really high, but it will settle down, right? Okay, so that's enough. And on top, I like to then go ahead and add some more oregano. So that was oregano. More basil. See, so more basil. Just going on there. More garlic, of course. More garlic. And some more paprika. We like our pizzas loaded.
Everything.
And I mean, if you need extra salt, you can add salt after. So that's it. And we sometimes like to put chilies on, but we don't have chilies.
Add them in.
So then we lower the lid, and then you'll see it's moving around slowly in the window cooking.
And now it's cooking. There you go, guys.
I'm turning the temperature up now that it's all in there to the 3.
Is that the highest?
Yep. And I'll probably cook that for 15-20 minutes. Or less, depending how quickly the base and the toppings cook.
Alrighty.
Okay guys, so it looks like it's ready. It's been about 15-20 minutes sizzling away. You can hear that nice sizzle. Okay, so just make sure everything's turned off. And now I'm going to get my pizza lifter things. Just slide it under the baking paper like that. Make sure nothing's sticking. Pick it up. Put it very carefully onto this plate here. Slowly slide them out. And then we'll just let it sit for a minute. Okay, so then we'll just place it here. So just enough for 2 people. Get the other plates. We're going to have half a pizza each, which is quite greedy. There you go. Now another sneaky trick that we do, which is not very healthy, but we love it, is we put a tiny bit of butter.
A bit of butter, not tiny bit.
Well,
which I like.
My husband likes this, and it really kicks the pizza up a notch. You just put, this is a secret that we use, you just put butter. So you just put, doesn't want to go on there, just glob some butter on there, like so. Spread it around. Doesn't seem to be melting, this butter. So just put some on there, put some on there. It's not the best butter for melting, guys. This cholesterol butter. Not sure it's actually doing anything for your cholesterol when you're eating so much fat anyway, but there you go.
Oh, anything helps.
And just sort of blob it around, let it melt in. And that really kicks up the flavour of any pizza. Might not be the healthiest, but it tastes amazing.
You cut it.
Okay, so then what we do is we get a pizza cutter. We cut it in approximately half. I like a little bit less. So this half there is my husband's half. And just get... So what I usually do is just pick it up and just slide it off the paper like that. Okay, so that's my husband's half and my half, and I'll just move that to one side. What I'll do with mine is just slide it off of the paper. So just slide it off, and I'll show you how it cuts. So move that aside. So just slices like a normal pizza, guys. So you just go like that. Put it in slices, just like a normal, like you would with a normal pizza. You just use it like that. See, just like any other pizza. And then, as you can see, you can pick it up and hold it like a normal pizza.
Show the bottom.
It tastes just like a normal pizza.
Really nice.
And so there you go, guys. A homemade pizza. Really delicious. Okay, not as healthy as it should be because there's a lot of fat, but really, really delicious. Okay, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Yeah, let us know if you tried it yourself. Okay, bye.